Hello!
Hello.
We are back with some more Reddit, Roulette and Reddit, or R&R, if you will. Um, just a nice little Wednesday night vibe. And I'm here. Who do I have tonight? I've got Lexi. I've got Katie.
Howdy.
I've got Emily.
Hi.
And of course, reading our stories for us tonight is Miss Helen. Helen, tell us about our theme tonight.
Okay, so originally the theme was going to be aliens, but if you go to a Reddit thread and try to look through the UFO thread, it's a bunch of people having group psychoses. So I thought maybe that was a bad idea.
You guys don't want to have group psychosis together? I thought that's what this was all about.
That's what it's all about. So we're gonna open with this thing called the Sandown Clown because I mentioned it and Alyssa didn't believe it was a real thing.
It's not that I didn't believe it was a real thing. I mean, I don't believe it was a real thing, but
no, I get what you're saying. But it's kind of a cryptid, kind of a high strangeness thing. It's pretty fun, so I thought it would be fun to go into.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling off a couple newspaper stories that were done. Vice did a thing on it. The BBC did a retrospective on it. And of course, there are bunches and bunches of blog things about it. So it's pretty easy to get information on this guy because this happened in 1973.
Okay.
So 1973, Isle of Wight is this tiny island off the coast of the UK, right? There's not a lot of fucking shit there. That's the best way I can phrase it. So this one is from On the Wight, which is a Isle of Wight themed blog online who has the whole thing of the incident. The story of the Sandown Clown, or as many often call it, the tale of Sam the Sandown Clown, takes place near Lake Common, Sandown, Isle of Wight, UK, on a typical afternoon in May 1973. Two children, known only as Faye and an unnamed boy, were playing near the river when a peculiar wailing sound said to resemble an ambulance siren piqued their curiosity. The sound led them to a surreal encounter with a 7-foot-tall humanoid figure wearing distinctive clown-like attire, whom people later named Sam the Sandown Clown.
Okay.
When asked about it, the children... Seems legit. The children described Sam the Sandown Clown as having a black-knobbed microphone with a white flex attached with him. Speaking into it stopped the weird wailing noise. Initially, he used the microphone to communicate with the children. However, it was found later that he could also speak without it, though his speech was somewhat unclear and his lips barely moved. He was described as having triangular markings for eyes, a square brown nose, and yellow lips on a face that sat directly onto his shoulders without any discernible neck. His unusual appearance also included limbs that looked like wooden slats. He wore a green tunic, white trousers, and a pointy yellow hat.
Okay.
Near a wooden footbridge is where the children's interaction with Sam took place. He appeared carrying a book, and as their encounter progressed, Sam communicated in a non-sequential manner, revealing a name that he described as All Colors, Sam.
Okay.
According to the children, Sam invited them to his self-made hut where he spent about 30 minutes engaging with them. The hut was supposedly metallic, and inside the quaint 2-floor hut, the children noticed aspects reflecting Sam's unconventional life, like his strange way of eating berries, first inserting them into his ear, then transferring them to his mouth via his eye. This brief dialogue left the children with more questions than answers about who or what Sam truly was. So, this is the only documented case of this thing appearing, okay? No one else has ever seen Sam, or All Colors Sam, as he's been pleasantly known. And the primary preservation of his narrative was through a 1978 Bufora British UFO Research Association report, making it a tale that teeters on the edge of earthly and extraterrestrial, suggesting endless possibilities into the unknown. The report to Bufora came from Mr. Y, the father of one of the children, who wished to remain anonymous. Target Faye, as the report referred to the child, told her father about the encounter, leading him to report it to Bufora. That's a great name for a fucking association. Anyway, it lives on in local folklore, right? People still like telling the story, and you can like buy merch and stuff of Sam.
Okay.
I mean, we've got the Mothman Festival every year.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we go to that one year.
Swamp.
That's true. I can't be too weirded out, but also, like, okay, you had me until he started talking about, how he was eating. He put
Oh, yeah.
the food in his ear and then his eye?
Yeah.
I mean, kids will say the darndest things, right?
Yeah, okay, here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering how old these kids were.
So, let me see if I can find the original Bufora.
Yeah, cause here's the thing. A very young child, like a toddler, is not gonna make shit up. They don't know how. A slightly older kid might.
The thing is, he isn't in the reports. He is not as hostile, right? When Sam, what supposedly is named Sam, noticed the children, the first thing it said to them was, "Hello, are you still there?" Right? Apparently he walked strangely. They described him as rabbit-like.
Yeah, this sounds like something that was made up by, like, a group of kids to scare other kids.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I get the idea, but the thing is, like, it doesn't even... I feel like there would be more stories about him, right? If it was your standard urban legend thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
True.
You know, like the Rabbit Man or whatever who lives in underpasses in Virginia. Like, teenagers and shit will say, "Oh, I saw
Or
him all
even
the
Santa
fucking
Claus.
time."
Like,
Or even Santa Claus, yeah.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch or that White Fang situation in Alabama. But
yeah.
Sam just showed up once, was friendly and bizarre, and then never showed up again.
Yeah. Also, no, this is not a Colt Crescent, Shaden. This is, Reddit, Roulette and Reddit. It's R&R. We're probably going to be doing a Colt Crescent some other time. I don't know if we'll stream it, but... I mean, we could.
I mean, I am always ready to provide wonderful things, you know? After all, I did bust into the group chat once screaming about the squonk.
Yeah.
So...
Which was the best thing you ever could have come in screaming about.
I love the squonk. An ugly pig-like creature who cries so much because he is ugly.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's an SCP.
Maybe
Shy guy.
there is maybe an SCP that is similar to the squonk, but the squonk has the added charm of being around, or at least supposedly being sighted in, like, Pennsylvania since, like, the 1890s. There's, like, a whole festival in August if you go to a small town in Pennsylvania called Squonkapalooza.
Cute.
Oh my gosh.
So...
I think I'm going the right way.
I
don't remember if we need to go off that, like...
No,
path, if we just need to go into this next room with the coffin.
Yeah, I don't
Let's see
know.
if I can find... Ask Reddit. Alien abductees of Reddit or people who claim to see a UFO. What's your story?
Okay.
Let's see what I can
Here we
find.
go.
So, some of these are at least 13 years old, so maybe something good here.
Okay.
One from an account that is now deleted, 13 years ago. My mom tells a story of her and her friend. Let's call her Lisa. When my mom and Lisa were teenagers, they were up on the roof of Lisa's house and they see a bright light in the sky. Next thing they know, the light is gone. Thing is, they think they've been on the roof for like 15 minutes, but something like 3 hours had passed. Mom doesn't remember anything about what happened during that time, and Lisa simply refuses to talk about it. She would answer my mom with things like, I don't know, and just drop it for a long time. So a couple months later, Mom moves away and loses contact with Lisa for about 10 years. She finally meets up with her again and immediately notices something odd about Lisa. Lisa appeared very distant to her, with a very dreamy demeanor, like she was really happy and at peace, for no good reason. After they talk for a bit, Lisa brings up the incident on the roof. Mom says she still doesn't really remember anything about it, but Lisa remembers. She remembers everything. She said that at first it was all in bits and pieces, and she couldn't remember any of it clearly. She was confused and scared and wanted to avoid discussing it. Then as time passed, she began to remember more of it. She remembers it all clearly. She remembers the other 3 times she was abducted after that clearly as well. At first, they paralyzed her somehow and did all sorts of invasive experiments on her. But the most recent time, they stopped probing her and began to talk with her. They didn't speak English or any other human language, but she could understand everything they said, even though she couldn't speak their language herself. Apparently, they told her all sorts of things. Stuff about space, Earth itself, and most shockingly, predicted years beforehand that she would get pregnant in a specific year, and it would also be a stillborn, and that she would never be able to have children again. They also told her that it was not their fault, and they even made an attempt to save her from this fate, but they were unsuccessful. They also told her that they had abducted my mother. Another time, after the first incident. Mom says she has no recollection of any other potential abductions, but she does have recurring nightmares of being abducted, but she's almost sure they're just that. Nightmares. Anyway, Lisa tells Mom that every time she speaks with them, she comes to understand the truth, in quotations, more and more. When Mom inquires what the truth is, Lisa just says that you'll know eventually. And she says that once she learned the truth, then everything became wonderful. Mom has seen her a few more times over the years, used to live in another state from her, and she apparently has a pretty normal life and doesn't obsess over alien stuff like some supposed alien abductees do. She only ever brings it up in passing, not like it's a central part of her daily life. Too Long didn't read Aliens Abduct My Mom and Her Friend. Mom doesn't remember much, but her friend remembers everything. Apparently they were both abducted again several times after that. Aliens apparently predict the future.
Huh. The real question is, are those aliens or something else? Do ghosts count as aliens?
So...
Angels?
Angels? Are the angels aliens?
Genuine?
I'm always saying stuff like "be not afraid" and stuff. They come from the heavens.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair. Hey, Bran.
Is it bad that I'm charmed a little
There's
bit?
an aether flow over here.
Bran.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it bad that I'm charmed a little bit by the fact that the aliens were like, "Hey, so the baby factory's not working for you, and that's not our fault. We're really sorry."
God.
I guess they were trying to get ahead of the medical malpractice lawsuit.
You know, there's some intern is like, "Oh no." Can you imagine being the intern alien on that? You know, and you're like, "Oh."
Intern alien. That's funny.
I mean, someone's got to be coming along for a joyride or something. Just imagine if it's I don't know, some weird RV sort of college
Oh my
expedition.
god, it's a space RV.
Yeah, it's it's a bunch of interns or people doing their thesis, aliens doing their thesis on humans, and they're abducting to, this is totally an authentic specimen from the wild we caught and tagged, and we're now observing for our hypothesis.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
I'm a little obsessed.
I mean, why else would they keep abducting the same person over and over? They're trying to get a basis to discern.
Tipping.
It's called boy tipping.
Pretty decent. Ooh, there's another one. I like how these are very digestible. Anyway.
Yeah, what you got for us?
Another one, completed account. I can't say for sure what happened to me that night, but here's what I know. I was driving home for the weekend from school at Indiana University. It takes me about 2 hours to get home, and I left Bloomington around 10 p.m. At exactly 10:53, I'm on a rural stretch of the two-lane highway I take home, and I notice what appeared to be flashing lights behind me. I thought, great, I'm getting pulled over. So I turned into the next country road about a quarter mile from where I noticed the lights. As the car came to a stop and I started to open my glove box to get out my registration and proof of insurance, the light suddenly disappeared, and no car drove past. Now, here's where the story takes a turn for the weird, and I'm sure you guys will think I'm just making it all up, because it really does seem like something out of a typical UFO movie or story. The electronics in my car started to go haywire. The radio was randomly changing stations, while the volume kept going up and down, while the dome light and the headlights started to flicker and turn off and back on. This was at 10:56 p.m. I started thinking to myself that my battery must be failing, or else I have a short somewhere in the electric system of my car. So I leaned down to pop the hood so I can take a look at the battery, and that's the last thing I remember doing. The next thing I know, I open my eyes and see nothing but the night sky full of bright stars. It was a cold night, and it seemed like I had never seen stars that bright in my life. I sat up and looked around, and I saw absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. I was in the middle of a field surrounded by corn stalks left over from the recent harvest. As I started to come to my senses, I started to freak out. Where am I? Why the fuck am I asleep in the middle of a field? Where the fuck is my car? I got up and I started walking towards the distant headlights I could see from a road about half a mile away. When I got to the nearest intersection, I looked at the sign which read 350N and 50W. I was half a mile away from the car, which was just right off the main road. I started walking towards the headlights I could see on the main road. I can't say how long it took me to walk a half mile, but it couldn't have been more than 10 or 15 minutes. When I arrived at my car, all the lights were out. My battery had died, which struck me as odd because it couldn't have been on for that long. I looked at my phone, which was sitting on the passenger seat, and the time was 2:17 a.m. Over 3 hours had passed since I turned off onto the side road for the flashing lights. I remember sitting in my car completely dumbfounded, wondering what the hell had just happened to me. After about half an hour of just sitting there, I remembered that my battery was dead, so I got on the phone and called AAA to come out and give me a jump. It took about an hour for them to get out to me, since I was a good distance away from the nearest town, during which time I just sat silent, running through the possible scenarios in my head concerning what had just happened. To this day, I can't really tell you what happened to me that night. All I know is I can't think of any plausible explanation as to why I woke up over half a mile away from my car in the middle of a cornfield more than 3 hours after I'd stopped. I've only shared this story with one other person, my uncle. I'm pretty sure people would either look at me like I'm crazy or they would call bullshit on the whole story, and I can't blame them. If somebody came up to me with a story like that, it so closely mirrors the stereotypical encounter story, I probably wouldn't believe them either.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna admit something. I barely heard anything you said. It just came out really garbled for something on my speaker.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it was
shit.
a little garbled. I could hear it, but so I'm hoping it's gonna come in through on the I think it'll come through on the video.
I'm gonna put the mic really close to my mouth and see if that helps.
That
I
seems...
thought your mic was too close to your mouth. I thought that's why it was happening.
Absolutely not. I did move the mic away from my mouth because I thought that might be a problem.
Nope. Yeah, you did kind of sound like you were dying. I did understand the whole story. So TLDR, Emily...
It might be my connection because of the...
Woke up in a cornfield, made their way back to their car, lights were on, but their car died.
Yeah, it turned out they'd been out for like 3 hours, which, okay, logical possibility, dissociative fog, which is...
Yeah.
My thing is, why walk into a court? I've never had a full-on fugue situation that I'm aware of. So maybe you can walk into a cornfield. I'm just glad that he didn't hurt himself.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely could. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. I mean, there have been reports of people disappearing and then turning up with entirely different lives years later. And they have no memory of what was going on before.
Those are usually really bad cases of like retrograde amnesia, though.
Yeah,
that's like head trauma stuff. Sometimes.
Not necessarily. I learned about this in psychology. That's dissociative fog.
Oh, crazy.
Nope, they just up and walk away from their lives.
I mean, I think if you have something traumatic enough happen in, like, your everyday life, you will, like, psychologically have something happen to you where you will, like, put yourself in, like, such a dissociative episode.
Oh, yeah.
That you can do that. I think it happens more with head trauma than it does the psychological effects, but...
It might, and I don't know, and I'm sure these are very far and few between cases. But yeah.
Ooh, weird implant story.
Yay, I love a weird implant. We haven't had a probe yet.
We did have a probe, remember? They probed the lady with the
they did.
reproductive issues.
Lisa, yeah.
They did probe Lisa, you're right.
Lisa. So this is from Unknown QTY. I've seen a couple weird lights occasionally, and I have no recollection of being abducted. But when I was about 12 or so, I felt something hard and round in my earlobe. By the way, can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Oh, I do not know this fight. Oh god.
I told everyone
neither do
that
I.
it
It's
was
fine.
just an under the skin zit, pretty normal for someone my age, but it was there for 6 months. Annoyed, I decided to do some self-surgery. Oh, haven't we all? I could feel it very near the surface.
No, we haven't, Helen.
Oh, okay. Moving on. I could feel it very near the surface and poked a hole in my ear with a sterilized needle. Blood fucking everywhere. I could feel this thing and I squeezed it up towards the hole I just pierced. Out pops this tiny metal ball, maybe half the size of a BB. It was black metal, completely spherical, with an indentation around the center and just teeny tiny golf ball-like indentations. As I was rolling it around in my blood-covered pictures, it slipped, spun around the sink a couple of times, and fell down the drain. At 12, I had no idea what to do with it, and my parents didn't believe a word I said and told me to just put some tea tree oil on my zits next time. I never had anything like it since. I love that.
I mean, could have been like a zit. I mean,
Did you die already?
No.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no. So I am thinking like zit. And that thing was not made of metal like they thought it was.
That's entirely fair. The thing is, too, I think people underestimate how long, like, if you, like, were out doing something stupid. Again, I don't know, maybe this person was out with friends or whatever, but, like, metal splinters, glass pieces and stuff, they can stay in your skin for years.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually work their way up to the surface.
That's probably even more likely, especially if they were into things like airsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually one of my first thoughts, was especially given the shape that they described.
Yeah. I think, how do I phrase this? There are a lot of stories about people who say that they found strange implants and stuff in themselves, but I also, even if we score out the idea of someone like getting something embedded and it staying there and eventually working its way back up, sometimes the body just produces these really hard cutaneous masses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
aren't detrimental to your health. I've actually had several removed because my body's just like, let's make a lump.
Yeah, actually I've got I don't know if it shows up. It does show up on camera. I've got a scar on my elbow here from a cyst that I had that was kind of hard and lumpy. It was weird.
Yeah. Ooh, this is one from this is a story from Iraq.
Oh no.
So, what a fucking screen name. From user, all caps, mind you, Anus Annihilator.
Hey, can I make the joke that, wait, you mean aliens visit other countries besides the United States?
Yes, thank you. I love you so much.
Okay,
what
continue.
What I'm about to tell you isn't about, no worries. What I'm about to tell you isn't about me personally ever seeing a UFO, but what my grandfather swears to be true and experienced back in the day. This event was also told to me by the same older folk in the same generation as my grandfather. They all swear it to be true, and I also can't come up with a reason to find out why they would all lie. Keep in mind, my grandfather and the other old folks said this happened back in the day, say between 1935 to 1945. The reason they're not sure is because they never really paid attention to full calendar dates. Mind you, they lived in villages in northern Iraq, so technology and modernity wasn't up to speed at their time and location. Some backstory. During the summers of northern Iraq, all the men in the villages ever did was work their farmlands, build home structures, more farms, and mainly bring food to their family's table. Women did all the chores, cooking at home, making sure to prep the children for school, and having everything packed up and ready for the husband to take to his work.
Sure.
When winter hit, no one was farming, working, or doing anything outside since the villages were a little more elevated in the mountains. So obviously the snow and cold prevented them from doing the majority of work outside, and also most of the villages would just stay in and live off what they gathered in the summer. Also, the winter was an ideal time to get married, and everyone got married in the winter. And so what my grandfather told me starts there. My grandfather was at the reception building and was pretty much enjoying the wedding dinner there. Okay, so he's at a wedding. The singer supposedly was taking way too long to come back from relieving himself of what seemed to be a number 2. Mind you, 1930s northern Iraq didn't have toiletries that we have today. To take a dump, you had to go outside, hike a 5-minute walk towards the waste areas, dig a hole, squat, and plop. Then you had to bury your shit and walk back to wherever you were. So the singer was gone for about an hour or more, and all the guests were curious, and they were worried. My grandfather goes outside and finds snow footholds going in one direction. All of the other tracks that he saw were supposedly bi-directional, showing that they had one person trekking to and from wherever they were going. So eventually he finds that the footholes stop and no other tracks were found where he was standing. No squat prints, no waste holes, nothing. He goes back to the wedding, and about half an hour later the singer walks through the entrance. The groom was pissed and started asking where the hell he'd been. Some women were crying in hysteria thinking he might have slipped or broke something. Everyone's curious. My grandfather notices he was a little pale. The singer warms up a bit and tells what he witnessed. This is what he said with slight adjustments to the language translation. As I said to the other entertainers, I was just going to relieve myself outside. I was walking to find a spot when I was suddenly approached from behind by 2 figures. They asked me, "Do you want to go somewhere far?" I asked them, "What do you mean by far?" The 2 figures said, "How about China?" They had this floating vehicle above them hover closer to the ground. They took me by the arm and I walked into it. We suddenly flew very high and very fast. Eventually we got there and I walked down and wandered in the countryside for a little bit. I went back to the 2 figures and said that I want to go back. So we did, and they dropped me off and flew away really fast. I walked back and now I'm here. Some people thought the singer drank too much and was speaking crazy. Everyone was relieved he was safe and back to the party, but pretty much everyone called his recollection bullshit. But the weird part happens when the singer reveals something else to the guests. Apparently, the singer grabbed a flower bunch before heading back to the ship. Everyone was in shock because there was no way in hell those flowers could have come from northern Iraq during the winter. It was all snow, and this plant couldn't have grown anywhere near the mountains in that harsh weather. Whether or not you want to believe it is up to you, but my grandfather and the other old guys swear it to be true. All of them saw the flowers, and they weren't fake or anything. Real-ass flowers. Too long, didn't read. Circa 1935-1945 winter wedding in northern Iraq, singer gets abducted by 2 aliens. They take him to China where he grabs real flowers and brings them back to the wedding. Snow everywhere, so flowers couldn't have come from their area.
Huh.
Why China specifically?
I don't know, because China's cool?
Tourism?
I mean,
on a tourism hopping thing?
In the 1930s, but anyway, no, I mean, China's got some really cool landscapes.
Yeah. That's really cool, but I'm trying to figure out this. Do you want to go somewhere far? How far?
How about China?
China isn't even that far if you really want to think about it from Iraq.
I mean, it was probably far for 1930.
I mean, yes, it was far for 1930, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if you
Yeah.
say far, I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna drop them in Papua New Guinea.
Ha
China?
Like, oh my gosh. I know. That one's pretty cool. That was a cool one.
I
Cause
actually like that one.
no, I really like that because I'm sitting here, I'm trying, okay, like it very well could be a party trick.
Yes.
There! A rift in
But, like, if those were real flowers, where did they come from?
Right? Again, this is a secondhand account from people who said it happened, and this was in the fucking 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
This story was posted on Reddit 13 years ago. So, like, we're playing the longest game of fucking telephone.
And that's true.
Oh, yeah.
That is true. What a cool story, though.
Like, I'm still hung up on how about China?
I know. How about China? It's like, what? Okay. Also, sorry, Wuklamat's having a speech.
Oh, I will wait for
Yeah, we're having our
Wuklamat to have
union
his
mandated
speech.
break in the middle of the boss fight.
Our union mandated break. Got it.
Pilchuck would approve.
Pilchuck would approve.
He's a union man.
He was a union man.
Yeah.
Also, I'm so excited for season 2 to come out.
Hasn't it already started?
Yeah,
No,
they've been in
October.
production for a while. It
No,
comes
I
out,
mean,
I
like-
think next year.
I thought it was already out. No, that's Dorohedoro. I'm thinking of Dorohedoro. Which also please watch Dorohedoro.
I need to watch the second season.
Sup, ladies.
Yeah. Miss Noi.
I still need to watch Apothecary Diaries.
Oh,
Apothecary
please
Diaries,
watch
very good.
Apothecary
I need to catch up on it myself.
I need to
Yeah.
watch the second
Watching it with
season,
friends.
but
Can you say that to me now?
yeah, Apothecary.
So good. I've read all the manga. I'm reading the light novels. Love that series.
No, it's so
We
good.
love Mao Mao.
Mao Mao is the funniest bitch of all time.
She's so funny. Mao Mao is me.
Like-
Honestly, if I was stuck somewhere in vague fantasy imperial China with nothing better to do, I would also be a crazed bitch who likes poison and alcohol.
Yeah, no,
Nobody is doing it like Mao Mao.
nobody's doing it like Mao Mao. I think my favorite thing, however, is Jinshi meeting her, having her look at him like he's a bug. And him
And
being,
he's just so smitten with
and he's
that
just like,
because
ah,
it's so refreshing.
I like you.
He's like, yeah, that one, I want that one.
Like that one. I like that one. I like the one who calls me dirt.
Yes.
A normal-sized frog.
Yes, a normal-sized frog.
I haven't even seen that. I haven't even seen that part of the show. I just know that it's hilarious.
Oh,
Hey, I got 2 player
good.
comms out of that.
I remember
Hell
watching
yeah.
that part of that episode, and I was dying.
That's hilarious. A very normal-sized frog. Okay.
Circling back to the story for a minute, I do like that this is a story that's not from the U.S. That's nice.
I know. Like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, wait. Aliens land. Aliens interact with people from other countries.
They sure do.
Fascinating.
God.
Hey, which one did we just do? Was that Trials? That was Trials.
Yeah, that was a trial.
Okay.
All right.
What else you got for us? We still got a half an hour. Come on. Give us something
This one's
good.
from an Azure W.
Okay.
Not your typical story, and I'm saying right now I don't believe in aliens that quote-unquote abduct people, not even one bit. But I always used to have nightmares about the Greys, or nightmares about watching a UFO in the sky just hover and look at me. I'm picturing a UFO with googly eyes. I feel really bad,
Being
because obviously
perceived.
this frightened this person, but like just, okay.
I need
back
you to
the
draw
thing. I'm so
that.
sorry. Sometimes I would be minding my own business in these dreams, and then the Greys would come. A feeling of indescribable horror would overtake me. I would try to run in these dreams, but I would feel the aliens crawling into my mind. I would become staggered and dizzy in my eyesight in a dream. Oh, yes, why is that in parentheses, sir? Anyway, would fail. My limbs wouldn't move properly then. Nothingness. I would wake up sometime later shaking, perhaps trying to rid myself of the sleep paralysis. I would often sit awake for an hour or so, and every time I thought about the nightmare, I would get the most intense shiver up my spine. Sometimes the dreams happened more than one night, and I always seemed to have these dreams when I would travel or go on vacation. One night, I decided I'd had enough, and I went back into the dream world, knowing what awaited me. Predictably, the grays came, and I could feel them probing my brain again. As they got closer, I became more dizzy and unfocused, and I pulled out of nowhere a sword and killed every one of them. Wild dream. I woke up and I haven't had a dream like that since. It's been 3 years. I have no doubt it was just my mind, and that I conquered some fear that I had from watching so many Stephen King movie adaptations as a kid. But it's interesting to think, what if they were real, and they were probing my dreams, and I destroyed their dream avatar or something? Who knows? I'm not trying to discount people's experience, but I think 99.9% of all alien stories are similar to stuff I experienced: overreactive dreams and sleep paralysis.
He's probably not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the fact that they mentioned that they were having these particularly when they were traveling to, like, it's the whole fear thing of, like, being in a different place, not being fully comfortable in your surroundings. I feel like that all the time. Like, whenever I dog sit, I have to, like, double check the house before I go to bed. Like, I make sure everything's all locked up. Make sure the dog is good. Make sure I don't hear any weird noises coming anywhere. That's just being a woman alone, though, I think, too. So.
That's true. I was going to say, Emily, you should be making sure that your windows and doors are locked before you go to bed every night, even in your own condo.
Oh, no, I do that. I do that all the time, yeah.
You should probably just keep that door locked no matter what, but...
well, I can't lock my bedroom door because cats.
Well, not the bedroom door, no, but the front door.
Oh, yeah, and you know where I live, so you know it's
I sure
pretty
do.
safe, but I always keep it locked regardless.
I know where you live.
The white mage we are in with is Sprout streaming their MSQ journey on Twitch.
What? They're Sprout
Niyama?
stream.
That's cute. I hope they're having fun while we're dicking around about aliens.
They have their Twitch in the their little comment thingy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cute.
I didn't notice that. That's awesome.
Good work, little mage.
But
we're nothing if not nice here.
Yeah. So okay, so I actually have kind of a similar story to that. When I was a kid, I used to have these really weird dreams that my friend, her name was Claire, was over while my babysitter was watching me. Which, first of all, this is how you know it was a dream, because my parents would never have let Claire over if we were being babysat. But I had this dream that, like, aliens started trying to get into my house.
Oh my god.
And then for some reason there was a dinosaur in a playhouse out in the middle of my cul-de-sac. It was weird.
Dreams do that.
Yeah, but I had this dream multiple times. I had it like once a year for years.
Sometimes the noggin holds on to some weird shit. I went through a phase where I kept having dreams where I was drowning, so...
yeah, occasionally I have one that a tsunami's coming.
Oh, those are always fun.
Yeah, I also have ones... Okay, I don't know if this is a common one. I have ones where, I'm driving, and then I find out that the brakes don't work.
Oh, that is horrifying.
Yeah, no, it's very scary. I usually wake up when I crash.
I mean, yeah.
Because all
you're out of your dream and into reality again.
All I can do is go faster in the car.
Oh dear.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any reoccurring dreams. The most memorable one from my childhood involved one of those creepy animatronics. It was called Laugh and Sal. It's at a theme park back in my parents' hometown, and it's just this woman who's laughing like and for some reason I was in an otherwise empty house, and I can just hear her laughing, and it doesn't sound like it's changing at all because it's not getting any different in pitch.
Huh.
Which meant that it was close enough no matter where I went. So it was like following me, but at a distance.
Oh dear.
Huh.
It's like some weeping angels bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, it was a harmless thing and all, and I get that, but it was just like terrifying to me as a child. And I'm like, you have this right outside of one of the most child-friendly attractions this park has to offer. One of those train rides that tells you the history of the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad choice.
There's a ride, I think it's actually in Six Flags over Georgia, that is like monster themed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you talking about Monster Mansion?
Yes.
Or
something.
So there's
yeah.
lore behind that one.
Okay, I'd love to hear it because that ride scared the shit out of me as a kid.
So it used to be called Monster Plantation.
Oh yeah, that tracks.
And then they changed the name in
because of the racism, I'm sure.
06? And then they changed it to Monster Mansion. It used to be called something else. Hang on. Do not put me into anything. I have to look up the lore again.
Oh man. When you get back, do you want to do leveling?
Yes, I am. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay. But yeah, no. My mom took me on that ride because it's like a kiddie ride.
It's the only air-conditioned ride in the park.
Yeah, that tracks too, because it's freaking Six Flags isn't that great. But you didn't hear that from me.
Okay, so it opened in 1981 as Monster Plantation and reopened in 2009 as Monster Mansion.
Monster Mansion.
It replaced Tales of the Okefenokee that was operating from 1967 to 1980.
Tales of the Okefenokee.
Tales of the Okefenokee. Which was a boat mill shoot type ride with theming inspired by Uncle Remus stories.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Of course they were.
Oh, this sounds a lot like the Song of the South type stuff.
The 1967 version has minimal documentation, though has been confirmed to be designed by Gene Patrick, who is an instrumental figure in numerous theme parks and entertainment venues, including the now defunct Six Flags, Astroworld, Carowinds, and Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I don't really remember the story with the Monster Mansion, but the way it ends, something goes wrong, and you end up in a bad monster place.
So you you start in you're going to a monster picnic.
Yeah. And it's like all of them are
the Marshal,
singing
Billy
and
Bob
happy.
Fritter, and his canine-like partner, Fritterbitter, warn the humans early on to stay out of the marsh. Despite his warnings, the guest's boat ends up in a fork in the river that leads them right into the marsh, where the dark and terrifying monsters dwell. Just when riders feel that the end is near, Marshal Billy Bob wards off the creatures with a blast from a Confederate cannon and guides riders back to safely.
Of course, it's a Confederate cannon.
There is, at the end of that, the giant monster that pretends to swallow you whole.
Yeah.
That terrified me as a child.
Oh yeah, no, that whole section scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, so, so your whole thing is like you're going to a monster picnic and you meet all these friendly monsters. There's over 107 different animatronics in Monster Plantation, by the way.
Oh. Good for them. But yeah, I mean, I remember my mom, we used to go there like maybe once a summer. Just cause it wasn't that far to go. It was a good day trip. It was something to do. And my brother really liked it, but I was really little. So there was a limited amount of rides I could actually ride. So guess where my mom took me, especially when she wanted to get out of the heat.
Monster Mansion.
Yeah. I think I slept on their floor for a few nights. Funny enough, fun fact about me, Twitch, I was a very squeamish child. I'm not so much anymore. I don't know what changed. But now I've kind of become a horror girl, somehow. And by somehow, I mean I got hired at a haunted house, and now I'm, like, waist deep in haunted house stuff.
I have so many fucked up movies to show you if you want.
Are we giving horror movie recommendations to Alyssa now?
Okay, listen.
Okay, I'm back.
I have a confession to make, Katie. I don't know if I've told you this one. I actually kind of liked A Quiet Place.
Oh, that one's fun.
Yeah. And okay, that one makes sense because that one actually kind of broke containment.
Oh, yeah.
People who weren't fans of horror liked A Quiet Place, so that kind of makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I think part of my problem is that the first actual horror movie I ever saw was Saw 2.
Oh, yeah.
God.
That'll do it. Ooh,
They threw you in the deep end.
Yeah, I was like, okay, here's what happened. I was
I
like,
think mine was Candyman.
that came out a lot later.
I watched it when I was in middle school.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay, so what happened, and this
I
is,
technically wasn't supposed to watch it.
I don't think I was supposed to be watching Saw 2 either. But, okay, so here's what happened, fellas. What happened, I'm gonna put us in for a leveling, by the way. What happened was I was on vacation, funny enough, in the Bahamas. I must have been... Oh gosh, I guess I must have been a little older than that. I guess I must have been about 13?
May I derail for just half a second?
No.
No?
Okay, what you got?
Did you know Beatrix Potter was her first name was apparently Helen? She just went by her middle name?
Aw, that's cute.
Same name as the bunny lady.
Yeah.
I used to have a VHS about about her.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stop
No.
interrupting. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
just like,
you're
what?
good. No, you're good. Anyway, what ended up happening, I don't remember why we were just chilling around our hotel. But the Saw movies had come on the TV, and that's just what my brother had on when my mom and I came back. Because he'd been spending his time with his buddy Michael. And they were already watching Saw 2. I think they'd watched the first one. Because that's just what was on.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sleep for a week.
Understandable.
That was a hell of a first horror movie. Of course, you're also talking to someone who thought Pirates of the Caribbean was scary.
That is kind of scary, especially when you're younger.
Like,
There were skeletons in that one. I get it.
that's
like,
what
the transition when Barbossa steps out from the shadows into the moonlight. That was pretty horrifying.
Okay,
That was actually really
Oh, yeah.
cool.
that was
It was sick as fuck.
now that I'm grown ass, like, that was genuinely one of the coolest moments in cinema.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
You best start believing in horror stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
The first Pirates of the Caribbean is an unabashedly very fun movie. It's a movie that is having a great time with the fact that it's a pirate movie, right?
Yeah, and like, but also it's not afraid to take itself seriously.
Right?
It
The only
was-
problem I will say is with the way Disney kind of has a stranglehold on so many of its properties, it has kind of shot other pirate media in the foot.
Yeah. No, but like when that movie first came out, that was actually a gem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they're still making them.
They're not.
They are, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Does it have Johnny Depp in it?
Actually, I think they might.
Because I'm gonna say, if it doesn't have Johnny Depp in it, it's not a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and no one can convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure him and, who's the guy who plays Barbossa? Is that Jeffrey Rush?
I don't know.
I have no
I
idea.
thought they stopped after the, what was it? 5th one?
There was a 5th one? I thought there were 4.
So,
No, there's a 5th one.
So they have,
Yep,
the 4th
Jeffrey
one was
Rush, you're
on
right.
Stranger Tides. And then the 5th one is technically about Barbossa's daughter and Will and Elizabeth's son.
Okay.
I saw it in theaters.
You've gotten up to 5.
Okay. Hey,
The only one that deviates from, like, the traditional, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, like, lore was on Stranger Tides, because the only person who's really in it is, like, Jack and Barbossa.
Because you're introducing that whole other thing. Jack's original crew is trapped in that bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a screenwriter for that one.
Yeah, I will say, though, it was a really good movie. A lot of people hate it. I liked it. I liked the little side plot with the priest and the mermaid.
A sucker for forbidden love like that.
Right?
And you're left with that open-ended thing of, are they alive? Are they together? What's going on with them?
Did she drown him?
Yeah.
Oh. The first 3 were directed by the same guy who did the American Ring adaptation.
Huh.
He also directed Mouse Hunt, excuse me?
I've never heard of that movie. Mouse Hunt?
Mouse Hunt is very funny. It's about some guys trying to, like, break into a house or whatever. Anyway, they get fucked up by a mouse. It's
No.
really
They
incredible.
got it as an inheritance, and they realized they're sitting on a gold pile if they can get it renovated and then sell it because their cheese business is failing or something. And then they're just spending the whole movie trying to kill this one persistent rodent, and they end up destroying the house by the end of it.
Oh my god.
It's got
This is
Nathan
like
Lane
the...
in it.
Yeah. Of course it's got Nathan Lane.
He's so fucking funny. I watched that
But
movie
then
so
they
many
go
times as a
back,
little girl.
or they open a cheese business with the mouse at the end, and they're insanely profitable or something.
Like
Yeah, they
Ratatouille?
hire the mouse to be their tester and
Oh,
spokesperson.
it's just like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Just like Ratatouille.
It's just like Ratatouille.
Except
it
it's not
makes those
controlling
Stuart Little.
anybody. And it doesn't talk.
It doesn't talk. It is such a bizarre premise, but it is a very fun movie.
Okay, to be fair, Remy never talks to Linguini. He only talks to the other mice.
That is a valid point,
He
but
does do sign language.
He kind of nods and like gestures, yeah, but he never actually talks to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have a bit of a confession to make.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you never seen Ratatouille?
No, I've seen Ratatouille. Don't worry, I've seen Ratatouille. Sarah made sure of that.
Important.
Yeah. What I am actually kind of speaking of franchises that are kind of getting beaten to death, I'm kind of excited for Avengers Doomsday.
Interesting.
Did that come out already?
No. I thought it was coming out last Christmas. It's coming out this Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah. But listen, the only reason I am excited for it is because they're bringing back the X-Men.
That's fair.
Yeah, like Ian McKellen is back, Patrick Stewart's back, James Marsden is back. We're getting the gang back together, and
We're getting the gang back together.
Alan Cumming is coming back as Nightcrawler.
Ooh.
Which, like, yes! I have missed his Nightcrawler so much. Like, the other kid does so good. I'd have to look up who plays him, but he does a good job. But like, I miss the OG.
You're a nostalgia girly.
I am. The second.
And that's okay.
Listen, the second X-Men movie was my favorite because of him.
Okay.
And then Alan Cumming decided he did not want to have to do all that makeup and costume again. So he never came back for the next movie.
Oh,
Which valid?
Like, I understand, but Nightcrawler. I'm shocked they didn't try and recast him.
I couldn't tell you.
Neither could I. But
Jesus Christ, it's already almost 9.
it sure is. Do you have one more story for us?
Let me see what I got. If I got a kind of short, digestible one.
Because we've still got... That was only our first boss of this dungeon, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I still gotta wash my hair, my friend.
Yeah, me too, though.
So let me see if I can find one. A good one to wrap it up.
Yes. Oh, Bran, you've got a buddy on you.
Ooh,
Yeah,
this
I
one is in the
accidentally
Ukraine.
carried one.
Oh.
This
Is
is
it...
a family story.
I was gonna say, let me guess, Chernobyl.
No,
Okay.
actually. So this is by a user Judith Grimes. This is a family story I've heard only twice. I can't remember if it was brought up the first time, but the explanation was very vague, so I asked again a few months later when the family had come together at a cottage during summer. They seemed kind of iffy talking about it, but provided more details. Mind you, this was a few years ago, so I don't remember all the little intricacies. They live in Ukraine, but took a trip to Turkey sometime in the 90s. They had rented a little cottage there that was far enough into the countryside to be considered fairly remote. Long story short, one evening, the dogs outside started going absolutely crazy, barking viciously and just overall behaving erratically. One of them, my
Classic.
grandma's brother, I believe, went outside to check what was going on and saw what they can only describe as a UFO nearing their cottage, pretty high up in the sky, but lowering a bit as it came closer. He called for the rest of the family to come see, and to this day, they can still confirm what they saw. Well, the ones that are still alive, at least. They said it was a triangle-shaped craft and it had 3 lights, one in each corner. When it got seriously close to the house, they really began to panic and ran back inside. The walls were shaking, dishes were breaking from the force of the vibrations going through the walls and the floor, and the dogs outside were barking louder than ever. It hovered over the cottage for several minutes before ascending back up and disappearing. These are all people who are very conservative and rational, and they hate discussions regarding the supernatural, so I have no doubt in my mind that they were telling the truth.
Yeah, actually, and that description has been brought up in a lot of UFO sightings.
Yep.
That exact description. I don't know if anybody
The
caught my
floating
face
triangle.
when that got said, but...
The
No, I'm not.
triangle.
Yeah, no, that's... Let's all look at the triangle. Huh. Yeah, here's the thing. I've been trying to come up with rational explanations for all of these.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've been fairly successful with a couple.
Yes.
I don't have one for this.
Yeah.
I accidentally pulled. I'm so sorry.
Girl.
No, I pulled.
Oh, okay, sweet. I thought I did actually.
Oh, thank God.
I was too eager.
Oh,
Sorry,
is
my
it...
cat-
I was about to say, is it kitty time? Is it kitty time?
Well, she's come up to me, so I'm assuming it's kitty time, but she's not the one who likes hopping into my lap. That's raw food.
Aww.
No, I get harassed by Beeper all day, every day.
Oh, okay, I managed to grab her. She's in my lap.
Yay, little baby. Little
We love
baby
a little
time.
baby.
Say something to the camera? You want to say something to the microphone? No, she's not into talking. But Raku has come over now.
Hello,
Tell me your
Raku.
secrets, small cat. And my dog has tucked himself into my bed. Hello, buddy.
Hi. Which dog?
It's Kieran.
Hi, Kieran. Of course it's Kieran.
He's looking at me like, Mom, what the fuck do you want? My baby boy.
I think this is the first stream that he hasn't harassed you.
Honestly, I think so. He likes to honk.
He does. He is apparently a mama's boy.
He is a mama's boy. I don't know how I became mama, but I am.
I mean,
I got
your
Raku.
mama.
She's
I'm
purring.
mama.
Can you guys hear her purr?
Baby.
I cannot, but I'm trusting you.
I believe
Oh,
you.
She is
I'm
purring.
absorbing the magic. I do have to go wash my hair and stuff though, so I will leave you guys to it.
Heck yeah.
Enjoy.
I think we can go ahead and sign off, really. Anybody have any last minute comments, questions, words of wisdom to share with the audience? Any more alien stories?
All that comes to mind is the Scooby-Doo Martian movie.
Oh, Alien Invaders.
Yes, Alien Invaders, thank you. I was blanking on the
Yes.
name. Sometimes the aliens will appear as hippies, apparently. Because
Yeah.
they're so far out of sync with what we've been projecting out for years.
Shaggy's girlfriend was an alien.
Probably.
My first girlfriend
Yeah.
turned into the moon.
That's rough, buddy.
Another time, he was a werewolf. Shaggy
Yep,
and his
reluctant
girlfriend had to
werewolf.
help him.
I had
Oh,
that movie
werewolf.
on VHS.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
was conscripted into joining a car race with other monsters.
Yeah, that tracks.
And his girlfriend in that movie was Googie, I think is her name.
I don't remember her name very well, unfortunately.
I think it was Googie.
Probably.
Googie.
Yeah, she was a little blonde-headed girl. In the Reluctant Werewolf, you have Shaggy and Scooby driving
And
the
Scrappy.
car, and then Scrappy and Googie are, they're like a team.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really fun movie.
Was because it was really ridiculous of a premise because, like, apparently you have to have the werewolf participate in the race too, otherwise it's not as fun or something. And the werewolf that year was on vacation and refused to come, and apparently Shaggy was the next best thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe Shaggy's a lot of fun.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he is, and he's apparently a really good street racer too, except they had to turn him into a werewolf beforehand, and they only had 3 tries, barely managed it, and now he's racing to get the cure to become human again.
Oh my god.
No one was doing it like Hanna-Barbera.
No.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. So, speaking of Hanna-Barbera, weird segue. There's a movie coming out in August, I think, called The End of Oak Street. And would you believe that part of the trailers that they're using to advertise this movie involves a kid singing the Flintstones theme pretty creepily?
That is
No, I
hilarious.
didn't know that, but I did see a clip of it containing dinosaurs that are attacking people,
Yep.
apparently.
Yeah, so The End of Oak Street appears to be about a whole neighborhood that has gotten somehow sent to the past, is what it sounds like. and it seems like the American government is trying to cover it up while everyone who lived in that neighborhood is desperately trying to survive the sudden onslaught of dinosaurs.
Alright, the Flintstones theme song makes a lot of sense now. I
Yep.
understand.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. It's like a child singing it really creepily.
That's impressive because that's a pretty cheerful song too. I mean, you can make any song creepy, but
yeah, no, it's if you have a child sing it slow a cappella, it's usually pretty creepy. I think my favorite part of the trailers is Ewan McGregor's character being like, God will save us. And his daughter being like, what about the people who are outside being eaten?
oh my god.
Valid questioning, honestly.
Yeah, but also, look me in the eyes and tell me a dinosaur would know that humans are edible.
Would.
It would.
You think it would?
I mean,
If it moves enough, they're gonna go after it.
I guess.
Daisy.
I guess cats will do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I went too early. Ouch.
Oops.
Gonna try and get in range of the healer. Thank you, healer.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun out there.
Kissing my healer on the mouth. Thank you.
Honestly, the big turtle is like my favorite part of this dungeon.
I still want the mount.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get it.
I have no idea.
Okay. Last boss and then we can wrap it up.
Woo.
But yeah, and Katie, you ever seen a UFO?
No. I do think aliens are probably real, just like statistically.
Oh,
but I've
yeah.
not had any like paranormal experience.
Interesting.
I'm mostly a skeptic.
Yeah, no, I know that about you. You have this thing, and I'd love for you to.
My very fun character trait.
Yes, I would love for you to explain this to Twitch, where you don't believe in ghosts, but you are afraid of them.
Yes, so I can explain this because it's actually very logical, really. So, I don't believe in ghosts, but I know I have the like skeptic's perspective of it, that a lot of like paranormal things that people think they see, there's always a logical explanation. However, here's the thing. Those logical explanations are also absolutely terrifying if you think about it. Like, I've heard stories where people, thought they were being haunted, but they were actually experiencing long-term carbon monoxide poisoning.
Sure.
They were being haunted, but like a guy was living in their house secretly.
Oh yeah,
or,
frogging.
Like, so on and so forth. Yeah, exactly. So like, I don't believe in ghosts, but if I were to ever see something that I thought was a ghost, I'm either in active danger, have had a very sudden mental break, or ghosts are real and I have to reconsider a lot of things.
Yeah.
All of the above are terrifying.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I always loved that about you.
It's one of my best character traits.
I've recently discovered, that, I swear to God, I'm not afraid of clowns, right?
Yeah.
But if it is specifically a scary clown, I'm really scared of that clown.
Oh yeah, because a scary clown is scary.
Valid.
Like, if it's just a normal, like, party clown just making balloon animals, cool.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's just making a living. The clowns at the haunted house I work at, however. Those
guys
things
will haunt
terrify
your
me.
nightmares.
Those things terrify me. Hey, I think I've been forgetting to calm people this whole night.
I got 2 comms in the trial.
Hell yeah.
I think I've gotten like 4 comms total so far. I think.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Whoop.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so excited for the new tank class. Let Poppy be.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Hey, I'm pretty sure that,
Also, Katie, thank you so much for that TikTok you sent me.
Wait, what TikTok?
I want that to be Poppy. I can find it and send it to you. I think you don't have TikTok, but I can send it to you on Discord.
Yeah, I don't have a TikTok. But,
yeah, it's the new tank class Bastion, but someone
yes.
edited it as a Lalafell, but still with the giant shield, so they're just hanging off of them as they're kicking their little legs.
Oh. Oh.
It brought me so much joy.
Yeah, no. I swear to God, Yoshi P has been listening to me specifically. Because, you know what I was saying just before they announced Dawn Trail? I said I wanted a second scouting class.
Huh.
And guess what I got for Dawn Trail?
See, there you go.
And you know what I've been saying since Dawn Trail came out? I want a brawler class tank.
Yeah.
And that's Bastion, baby!
Sounds like someone's reading your mind and getting ideas.
Also important for you, Alyssa. Did you see what all comes with the collector's edition?
Hang on, what was that, Katie?
Did you see what all comes with the, like, collector's edition pre-order for Evercold?
No.
I think, if I was seeing it correctly, one of the, like, physical items you get is a keychain of what I think looks like those little, cat people. That is one of the new, like, societies we get to hang out with.
No! God, don't tell me that you know how much that version of it's gonna cost?
No.
Like 70
but I know
bucks
it's
at
gonna
least.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost like $300.
Oh, terrifying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's...
Horrifying amount of money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how much, the Dawn Trail Collector's Edition with the physical items cost.
Oh, that's so much money.
Yeah. I don't want to spend $300.
I feel like there's a high chance, like, the individual items will show up on, like, eBay and shit after.
Probably. But, like, in the meantime...
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do some inventory, fixing.
Final Fantasy Dawn Trail Collector's Edition was $214.
Bingo!
That hurt to hear. How did I get a comm in that dungeon?
Oh my god, I forgot to give the healer a comm.
They left.
Oh.
Very quickly.
Okay.
I just barely managed to give them a comm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna sweat that. Anyway, we're very excited for Evercold in this house, especially for those little cat people. If you're enjoying our streams, go ahead and give us a follow. Make sure you're following us on YouTube, and on our other social media, our Blue Sky. Girl, somebody tell me to start making daily social media posts again. Like, I'm bad at it.
Felt that.
Yeah. But anyway, I hope you've been enjoying this show. This has been a pretty fun series for us to do. So we hope we get to keep doing it. And if you want us to keep doing it, you can donate to our Ko-Fi. the more we make, the more we can do this. That's how that works. In the meantime, have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. Stay safe out there. We love you. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.